I got lipstick on the mug already. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my non-existent YouTube channel. It's been a while since we've seen each other, that's for sure. And there's not really a reason for it. I don't even remember the last video I posted. I think I tried to do Vlogmas last year and it didn't work. I think that was the end of it. And since it's February, that was a while ago. Filming videos is hard. Finding the motivation and the energy, and everything has to look right, and the lighting has to be right, and the camera angles has to be right, and you have to make sure that your camera's recording, and all this stuff is a lot, and it gets overwhelming, at least to me, and so I haven't for a really long time. But recently, I've been in this group chat with all of these phenomenal, amazing women who are really empowering, and I love them a lot, and they're very inspiring and uplifting, and we kind of have this group New Year's resolution to get back to all of our abandoned YouTube channels, so I will put their channel links down below. I'm gonna get started. I actually tried on Saturday, because today's Monday, to film me doing this makeup look so that I could post it after this one and then have just 2 videos ready to go and I would fall into a rhythm. But I actually spent the entire day struggling with my camera. I'm sorry if the lighting keeps changing. It's overcast today, so the clouds and the sun are having a little game of hide and seek. I kept struggling with the camera, it kept overheating, and then the battery was dying, and then nothing was working. And I had to redo my makeup multiple times to like start the video over, and it wasn't working. It wasn't my day, it wasn't meant to be. But I'm not going to give up. So I will do a makeup video at some point in the future when I figure things out. But for right now, it's just me, you, and my old cell phone, because my new one won't record video. Another struggle that I went through on Saturday. What's new with me? Let me tell you. Since you last saw me, I graduated from college. I know, it really isn't all that exciting. I had been going to Grand Canyon for 4 full years, and at the end of those 4 years, I put on one of those robes and funny hats and walked across the stage, and I shook my dean's hand. I was wearing heels, and he's already a very short man, so when we took the picture where it's like handshaking, hand-holding diploma, look at camera, I had to like squat. And the camera guy was on the floor looking up at the stage, so the picture is horrendous, and I have like 6 double chins. Whatever. I graduated, so I have a Bachelor of Arts in theater with an emphasis in stage management and a minor in digital film production. You'd think this would be a lot easier than it is. It's not. Most of the projects I did for my film minor, I had a team of people who were way more competent than I am working on the production part, and I did a lot of directing. That's something that like I could take from theater and move it over to my film minor, and I did that a lot. I did a lot of the directing for our class projects. So learning how to use the camera and editing and stuff. Not my strong suit. I've been working in stage management since I graduated. I mean, I was teaching after graduation at the summer camp like I did before I graduated, teaching film and theater and stuff. I worked for Flagstaff Shakespeare, a company that I'm in love with. I love them so much. I worked with them on Taming of the Shrew over the summer, and then the fall time came around and they were still looking for a stage manager, and I realized I wasn't in school anymore, so I applied, and it was really nice. The company director, she was like, oh my gosh, if I had known you were like available, I wouldn't have posted like looking for jobs. You have it. So it's really great that I have a company that I love and appreciate and who loves and appreciates me. Also, my nails look atrocious. They look like garbage. tiny. They're all different lengths. So I'll fix it later. In the fall, I worked on The Tempest, which was a lot of fun. That was a really interesting show because it was completely gender bent, and if anybody knows The Tempest, you know that it's a whole bunch of men and then one woman. So we completely swapped the roles, so it was an entirely female cast and one man. And so that was just incredible to work with a female director and a mostly female cast, and then being a female stage manager was just really, really empowering, and it really, really worked. Like, it wasn't surprising how well that it worked. Go women. Am I right, ladies? And men? And then immediately after that, I started working with Mesa Encore Theater on their production of Vanya and Sonia and Masha and Spike, which is a modern show, so that was really interesting for me. It was a much smaller cast, and it was a modern play, so that's something that I'm not used to. I usually do Shakespeare and classical plays, so that was something interesting. It was a new challenge for me, and I keep looking over at me and not at you, and I'm sorry. It was really fun, cracking my knuckles. I had a good time. I made some good friends. I got to work with new people, and it was a new challenge, and I was the stage manager and light board operator and soundboard operator for that show, so I was busy. And in the booth it was just me, and I was up there with my double hands like go, 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 go for the different cues. It's a lot of fun. So I just actually wrapped that last weekend, and now I have nothing to do for the rest of the month until March, and then I go back to Flagstaff to start working on the spring rep of Indecent and God of Vengeance. So that's really, really exciting. I haven't worked on like shows in rep before. These are also non-Shakespeare shows. So this will be really, really unique of an experience, and I'm really excited for the opportunity. Less fun things. I'm sure you guys have heard about the fires in California. The Camp Fire actually affected the people that I love, where I'm from. I come from a town that's just like 20 minutes south of Paradise, the town that burnt down in the Camp Fire. So it was infringing on Chico, which is where a lot of my friends live now that were out of high school, and a lot of people that I know and people that I love were affected by this fire, and my family was struggling with the smoke in the air and the refugees who came to my town, who are still there. It's February and they're still there, so if anyone wants to help out, I will put that link in the description box also to help out the victims of the Camp Fire. So that was a lot. Struggling with that, being far away from my home and everyone I love was there in the middle of it. I didn't sleep very much. 14 days that the fire was going on. I watched every single stream that they did of the community meetings. They streamed them live on Facebook, and I was there watching, ready. Kept updated. I was following the Butte County Sheriff's Office, Butte County Fire Department, CAL FIRE, FEMA, everybody on Twitter with like push notifications so that I had constant updates. It was difficult. The week after the fire, actually, my aunt went to the hospital. Not because of the fire, but because she, this is hard, she drank too much, and so she was in liver failure, and so she was in the ICU, and she went into the ICU that week of Thanksgiving in November, and that was hard because I was here and she was there and my whole family was there. And thank you to my best friend's parents who bought a $600 last minute plane ticket for me to fly out there the week after Thanksgiving and spend a week going to the hospital and seeing her every day, trying really hard not to cry because this is supposed to be a fun welcome back video, and I did my makeup and I don't want to ruin it. So I don't want to say their names in case, just for privacy reasons, but they know who they are, and I love them very much, and I'm very appreciative of them for spending so much money to be able to for me to be able to go and talk to her and see her one last time, because December 17th she passed away. She raised me. I grew up in the custody of my grandma, and my Aunt Nikki was there to help her. So she helped raise me and my brother. She was everyone's Aunt Nikki. Everyone in town, my friends, my brother's friends, her son, her son's friends, everyone. She was Aunt Nikki. She made these huge deals out of all of my birthdays and did these big, huge birthday parties with themes to make sure that I felt special. I would go into her room after school and sit on the bed, and we would talk about the stuff that happened at school that day, and the drama, and boys. And she was always concerned, and she always cared. And she was interested. It's all just really stupidly difficult. And so on top of all of the stress from the fires, I was dealing with the stress of my aunt being in the hospital. Anyways, I'm crying all my makeup off, which is what I said I didn't want to do. I wanted to be honest with you about what was happening with my life. I wanted to be honest with you about where I am in my life, update, and that's a big part of it. So when I went home for Christmas, I very, very grateful for being able to spend that whole first weekend I was there with my best friends, who I hadn't seen in a year. And even then it was only for like a few short minutes, because last December when I did see them was for one of their weddings. And so obviously, you know, the bride, she's pretty busy at her own wedding, so I got to spend a very, very long weekend with them, and it really was good for my mental health. Okay, moving past the sad stuff, what have I been up to lately? Like I said, I just closed VSMS with MET, so I haven't been up to much since. I got The Sims 4 for Christmas, which is a big deal, because until then I was playing The Sims 3 illegally. I had used a friend's disc to download it onto my computer, so I couldn't connect to the internet and like have all of the perks for like buying the Sims 3 disc. It wasn't as fun as it could have been. Now I have Sims 4 and several expansion packs, stuff packs, and game packs, and I bought it like it's mine. I'm not using someone else's disc to download it. So I have all of the perks of like being able to go online, and it's so addicting. It's a problem. Like, I've always been addicted to The Sims, but now that I have The Sims 4, I never want to stop playing, because there's so many cool features that you didn't have in previous like iterations of The Sims games. That's a problem. I've been bullet journaling since August, which is, if you don't know, it's the process of kind of making your own planners to stay organized. So usually you can like go to a store and buy a planner, and it has all the days and the months and stuff already made and stuff, but bullet journaling is the process of making it yourself in a way that makes sense to you. Usually it's for more artistic people to like channel their organized side and be able to stay focused, but I'm a pretty organized person already, and I'm not very artistic. So I use it as an excuse to be creative, and it's been really great. I'm sorry, I have the hiccups from crying. Oh my goodness. Take a sip of this coffee. It's gingerbread coffee because that's the only caffeinated K-cups we have left, so feeling festive. If you want to see more of my bullet journaling, you can check out my Instagram. It's going to be in the description below. It's been really nice. It's time that I take for myself to sit and focus on something and just kind of zone out, and it's really therapeutic. And I really, really enjoy it, and I like how clean and organized it is, and there's a central theme for the month, but then you can just kind of go crazy within that theme. I don't know. I like it a lot. It's fun. I've been having a problem with watching new content. I only ever rewatch things. Right now I'm rewatching Downton Abbey for the 7th time. I finished it on, I think, last Thursday, and I restarted it again immediately at the beginning, and I'm back to where I was already. So, it's a problem. I don't like new things. I rewatched Friends. I rewatched Gossip Girl for the 4th time. I rewatched Gilmore Girls for probably the 10th or 11th time. I just cycle through that. I don't stop. It's just nice and comforting to have in the background. I did watch the new Sabrina when it came out, The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Quality content. Love that. And I watch new YouTube videos, but when it comes to things on Netflix, like TV shows, I don't watch new things. I just re-watch the same things. I have a problem. Someone diagnose me in the comments below. So, I'm looking at the timer. I've been talking for about 28 minutes. So, I think I'm gonna end it, but this has been really nice. This has been really therapeutic to come back and talk to, it's a camera, but talk to someone about things happening in my life and pretending like someone cares about my life updates. This has been really, really nice. So I'm really excited. I'm gonna try, I say try, to edit the videos that I have on my computer from years ago and get those up after this one. So those will be some really, 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 really backdated vlogs. And then we'll see where we go going forward. Goodbye, guys.